Well, in less than a month, a new law will take effect that limits where people can carry guns in Colorado. Democratic Governor Jared Polis signed the bill into law. The law bans carrying guns in what's called sensitive spaces, places like the state capitol, courthouses, schools, and colleges. People caught with a gun would face a $250 fine and a misdemeanor. That does not include security or police. The law takes effect July 1st. It's a watered-down version from the first proposal. Democrats wanted to ban open and concealed carry in most public buildings and spaces, including parks.
Today, Mayor Johnston will announce how he plans to help homeless veterans in Denver by the end of this year. The mayor will be joined by other city officials. It's going to be at 11:30 this morning at the U.S. Department of Veterans Affairs, Community Resources and Referral Center.
Parts of the Denver area are still cleaning up from that big storm last week. Heavy rain and large hail slammed Thornton, Commerce City, Northeast Denver, and Aurora. Hail the size of ping pongs to baseballs stretched 28 miles along the city. That was a big storm. What did a lot of damage to cars, homes, trees, and plants.
It was really loud when inside the house. You know, we have two little kids. Of course, they were a little scared just hearing all the clanking and against the windows, thinking that your windows may shatter. But yeah, it was quite destructive.
Summit Patel lives in Denver's Northfield neighborhood. He spent part of the weekend cleaning up some of the damage left behind. He says the hail Thursday night lasted about 15 minutes. Since then, he's seen all sorts of damage: dented cars, broken windshields, beat up roofs, cracked solar panels, and shredded plants and trees.
This is the first time I've seen hail this destructive before. Never to that size before, and yeah, it was shocking to see how big it was. You know, typically you see that type of hail in middle of Oklahoma or Kansas or whatnot, and to see it in the Denver metro area, so close to the city, it's pretty wild.
Patel says he's already seen lots of roofing companies in the area, and if you're needing a new roof, contact your insurance company immediately if you have not already. Take pictures of everything and be wary of door-to-door roofers. Make sure they're reputable companies and do not pay in full upfront.
Those big hailstones clobbered the Green Valley Ranch Golf Club. The course had to close because of the damage, but has since reopened. Take a look at this. Pictures and Sky9 video of the course show the hail left big divots.
So when you typically hit a golf shot, ball goes up in the air, it hits the green, it makes a ball mark. It's one mark. The golfer repairs the ball mark and taps it down with their foot or their putter, and the ground is then again smooth. But when you have hundreds upon hundreds of holes and things on the greens, it's not a real good putting surface.
The general manager, Matt Bryan, says he is grateful the damage wasn't worse. There was no major damage to the clubhouse, but the course had to cancel the Colorado Women's Open Golf Tournament yesterday. They did still hold a trophy ceremony.
Those who parked at DIA during the storm most likely came back to some dents or busted windows on their cars as well. Miguel Sanchez came home after a 2-week trip to Mexico and found his car all dented up. He parked it at the RTD Park and Ride on 61st.
Yeah, but it's pretty, oh man, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, we hate that for him. He reached out to a few rental car companies. Hertz actually says they have cars in their lot that they can't rent out right now because of that damage.
If you have a hail damaged car, the first thing you want to do is snap some photos. Those will be helpful when you get in touch with your insurance company. Then call your insurance company and file a claim. If you know of a reputable auto body shop, go there. But keep in mind, you can ask your insurance company for a shop as well. All of this depends on what type of insurance you have, because while the law requires you to have insurance, it's not necessarily the comprehensive coverage you need to cover a hailed claim.
We'll cover you for hail damage like we saw last night on your car. Is that optional comprehensive coverage? So talk to them about, do I have that coverage? And then also, what is my deductible on my comprehensive policy?
And if you're lucky enough to have avoided hail so far this season, consider this a good reminder to check your own coverage for the next storm.
According to an aide to Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, Israel has agreed to the framework for President Biden's plan to bring an end to the war in Gaza. On Friday, President Biden outlined a plan for a permanent ceasefire in the Gaza Strip. The plan calls for Hamas to release all hostages from the October 7th attack.
Families are returning home this morning after a fast-moving wildfire forced evacuations near Sacramento, California. The Corral fire has burned more than 14,000 acres. Fire crews are working to learn what caused the fire, which started on Saturday afternoon. It's about 50% contained.
Well, one thing about the weather for today, it's a warm thing. It's warm, it is dry, and for the first time in a while, in a couple weeks, nowhere in Colorado are we looking at any meaningful chances for severe weather for today. That is good news after what's been a very busy stretch as we've been talking about. But again, highs about 10 degrees above average for today. Erica, how are those roads looking out?
You know what? Not too bad, Chris. A couple areas starting to get a little bit busier and slow down a hair, like 270 eastbound and York Street. Pretty normal for this time of the morning that we see these eastbound lanes build a bit in volume, so causing just a little bit of a slowdown. But I would say overall, fairly quiet start to your Monday morning drive.
It's almost time to cast your vote for the state's primary elections. The last day to get your vote in is June 25th. Ballots will be mailed out today. New this morning, Denver is taking a new step to help voters who don't speak English. The new tool will be available for the first time at polling sites come with this month's primary election. Now, news reporter Brianna Fernandez is live in Denver this morning. Brianna, how is this device going to work?
Yeah, so this small device that you're going to be able to see at these polling sites, it's called Pocket Talk. It has up to 84 languages, so Russian, Spanish, Korean, a little bit of everything. Take a look at your screen. This is what that device looks like. So we know employees at all Denver polling sites will have these handheld voice translation devices, and this will allow employees to translate real-time conversations. So once you have that live device, you can pick a language, hold the button, talk, and then it will translate that for you. Another cool thing about this device, it also has a camera, so you can take a picture and it will translate written words. This is the first time Denver elections will deploy these devices. Take a listen.
We want people to know that they can participate, especially if those folks are voters and they're coming into a vote center wanting to vote. We don't want folks to feel like that they're not welcomed or that they cannot participate because of limited English proficiency.
Ahead of the state primary and also the November elections, these devices, Pocket Talk, will be available in all Denver polling sites. For now, I'm in Denver. Brianna Fernandez for 9 News.
Brianna, thank you.